for sure.
I heard a rumor that you accidentally joined Escape the Fate because you were trying to join A Skylit Drive. Is that true?
Yeah. So when I had my first kid, I was on tour overseas, really stressed out, not making anything.
Mm-hmm.
Found out management was stealing money. The other guys in the group weren't too worried about it. I was like extremely stressed over it.
This was with Blessthefall.
Yeah, really medicating. And I was like, maybe I can't do this. Like, I was
Mm-hmm.
so stoked that I had these dreams of touring with a band and it was happening so quickly. And here I am overseas already within like the first 2.5 years of touring. Like, this is great. And just that just made me feel even worse. So I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe I can't do this. Like, maybe I need to go home, get a real job, and focus on
Right.
my family. And so when that happened, I came home. Things weren't going too well at home either, the way I thought they were going to go. And I'm like, man, I had this opportunity. I just need to go for it. I need to go for it and do it until the universe is telling me, no, you can't do this.
Right.
Like, why am I going to be the one that's going to stop it? Hell no. So at that point, those guys let me know, well, we're going to try to move forward without you. I'm like, well, shit. And
I
so
wasn't planning on that response.
yeah, my friends at A Skylit Drive were trying to find somebody to sing. So I was talking to Joey,
Mm-hmm.
and he was sending me demos, and I was going to try to get together to record some vocals over those demos. So I hit him up on my little Nokia phone to be like, yo, you got
Nice.
those demos? I
Yeah.
texted the wrong Joey. So there was two Joeys in my phone.
Yeah.
Joey I had texted was ETF's manager at the time.
Okay.
And we had just recently, like a couple months prior, got done with our Black on Black tour, which was
Oh,
in
okay.
Blessthefall. So Joey's like, Craig, who? Blessthefall, Craig? What's going on? Why are you trying to get demos from A Skylit Drive? And
Yeah.
I explained to him what was going on. And he's like, well, dude, I need somebody to sing for ETF. We have no singer right now. We have 3 festivals coming up. I need you to fill in just for these 3 shows.
Had Ronnie
Um,
like publicly left at that point, or was this still like under the wraps?
no, this was still like they just needed somebody to perform. I guess he wasn't going to be performing those shows.
Oh, okay.
They needed somebody to fill in so that they didn't have to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
So originally it was just like I was just filling in for these 3 shows.
Oh, okay.
Then at Bamboozle, no, it was Extreme Thing in Vegas. They were doing an interview, and the interviewer asked Robert, of all people, because we're like an old married couple together, me and that guy. They asked him, so is Craig your singer? And he's like, yeah, if he wants to be. Then there was a
Oh,
moment
yeah.
where I didn't think it was going to work, and I suggested that they work things out. And they told me that they were going to work things out.
Okay.
So I went home after those 3 shows thinking that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Started another band in Arizona called The Word Alive during that time.
So there's a significant gap then between those
Yeah.
Bamboozle
And
shows.
then before I knew it, just a couple months,
Yeah.
actually. Like, it all happened so quickly. Started that group, was working on it. Then I got the call back,
Mm-hmm.
which was like, we need you to come back, like, officially.
Hell yeah.
And then what really cemented it was John Feldman caught wind of this. He had seen us on the Black on Black tour. And according to him at the time, he really liked me as a performer. And he really liked the sound of the band when it came to Escape the Fate, but not so much the sound of Blessthefall.
Mm-hmm.
So when he caught wind that I had joined that band, he was like, you're coming into my studio. I'm doing the record. So within that month, we were in the ETF's old, crappy, beat-up van that was sitting in Vegas, driving to John's studio. I celebrated my birthday on that day in the van on the way to Cali, and we went in the studio and ended up releasing This War Is Ours, and the rest is history from there.
Dude, what a wild what if you had texted the right Joey? Yeah, Joey, like no Jag, like what a crazy
who knows what, you know?
That's why. Yeah, so Feldy's like, oh cool, my two favorite parts of these 2 bands came together. I got the singer from this band.
My 2 favorite parts of that show are now together, and I want to be a part of it. And thank God he did. I mean, that's how that connection made me meet my wife, and
oh really? Oh wow.
For all these years and all that stuff. But there's so many different ways it could have happened. I mean, I still remember another point in time where I was playing. I think it was my second or third show with the Word Alive locally in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the Blessthefall guys showed up and said, "We want you to come back." And I was like, "I can't."
Yeah. Did you consider it a little bit?
Oh yeah, I considered it. That was like that was my baby. Like that's the roots right
Yeah.
there. But I had just finished a record with Feldy. I was like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
just bail
Right.
when this record's done. And like I had just heard the final mixes and it
Mm-hmm.
was getting ready to come out, and I was like on Epitaph and having meetings with Epitaph, and it was like just doing all these photos and everything was getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
It's like, how am I just gonna say nah?
Right. Right.
Peace?
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Like,
back to Bless the Fall.
yeah, you can't do that. I
Yeah.
feel like it would have burned so many bridges. So I was like, I can't do it.